Dosto, welcome back to Train with Shubham channel, and in this video we will be looking into GitLab. We will be learning GitLab from end to end. This will be a 3-day video series where we'll be learning GitLab. We will be going into the depth of GitLab. So let's get started without any further ado. So what is GitLab? GitLab is a platform which gives you abilities to do some cool DevOps stuff. If you go to gitlab.com and you see their UI, the first page itself is talking about DevSecOps platform. So it's most advanced platform for collaboration, for CICD pipelines, for DevOps, for DevSecOps. It is popularly used for DevOps practices. You can see GitLab named a leader for DevOps platforms. So why do we use GitLab so much? Why not use GitHub or BitBucket or any other platform that gives you version control system? So the main reason of using GitLab is the way it gives you power to do some cool amount of CICD stuff. And that is something DevOps engineers always look forward to. They are always into automating stuff. They are always into code, build, test, deploy, something like that. Now, using GitLab, you don't only get the power of having repositories, your code management, team collaboration, but also inbuilt features of CI/CD. So you don't have to use Jenkins or any external third party tool for CI/CD platforms. GitLab gives it inbuilt. So we also have that in GitHub Actions. So why only GitLab? Why not GitHub and GitHub Actions? So that is where you see GitLab is different from GitHub. So GitLab has all these templates, it has all these pre and post build actions, which makes it very special. Plus, you can use GitLab on your own instance, which means if you go to github.com, let's say this is my GitHub repositories. Okay, if you go to github.com, you have to use GitHub on their cloud only, which is on github.com. If you wish to use on your personal environment or for your company enterprise, then you have to pay for it. It comes with an enterprise edition pack or the pricing. When it comes to GitLab, you can have GitLab instance on your own computer as well. You can have your CI/CD pipelines running on your own runners as well. And that's one of the best and biggest difference of GitLab as compared to GitHub and BitBucket. Now let's talk about how to use GitLab, which is very fun. So let's go and let's log into any of your Gmail account, because GitLab requires you to have a proper well-known email address. So let's go and for GitLab, let's create another Gmail account. So I have one interviews.tws.gmail.com something. So let's go to gitlab.com. I have my Gmail open here and I'll just go to sign in. Okay. When I do sign in, I don't have my username or password, so I'll just click on register now. Okay, let's get yourself registered. Now, first name, last name, it is a very long process. Just go to register with Google, and whatever email address you have given, you can directly use it. Now, let's continue. Now, doing this, it will send you an email verification. Now you have to verify, and it will be some kind of steps. Let's see. I think this one looks good. Okay, let's see another one. Okay, I think this one is fine. The last one, okay, it's a very tricky one. This one, gotcha. Okay, so I've proven that I am a human. Okay, now we have to verify our account, GitLab. So you must have got an email here. Okay, confirm. So this is the email code. I'll just put it and verify my address. Now you have to verify your phone number. So I'll do it very quickly. I'll just go to India and then my phone number. GitLab will send a code on your mobile phone. Now you just have to wait for that verification code and just type it, and that's it. And with these two simple steps, your account is now verified. Your account needs to be verified in order to run GitLab. Why? Because GitLab is free if you want to run your CICD pipelines, if you want to build teams, build projects. So everyone can misuse it. So best is to get your account verified. That's why they have this compulsory step. Let's go and click next. Your verification is successful, and that's when you get started with GitLab. Now comes the main question, that how to use GitLab. I'll just zoom in a bit. Welcome to GitLab interviews. So my name is interviews.tw, something like that. Okay, role. This platform is specifically built for developers and DevOps engineers. You won't find any healthcare professionals or something like that. You'll find data analysts, DevOps engineers, system admins, product designers. So we'll just go with DevOps engineers. That's what we aim to be, right? So I'm signing up for GitLab because I want to explore GitLab. I want to use GitLab CI. Yes, I really want to do that. Who will be using GitLab? For now, just me. Okay, what would you like to do? Create a new project, join a new project? I would like to create a new project, and with that I don't want to receive updates. Okay, continue. Great. Create or import your first project. Now comes the point. What is projects? What is projects and what is creating and importing projects? So think of it like this way. In GitHub, you have your username, and under that username, you have your repositories. For example, 90 days of DevOps. So if you see the URL, github.com, your username and your repository. So if I copy this and I paste it for your understanding, so it looks something like this. This is the platform, this is the username, and this is the project or repository. In GitLab, what happens, you have something known as groups. Let's say instead of user, you have a group. Let's say group DevOps. And inside that group, you have projects. Let's say CICD projects, Jenkins, GitLab, Terraform, Kubernetes. You have so many projects. Similarly, dev team will have their projects. So in GitLab, things are done using groups and projects. So for example, if my group name is, let's say TWS DevOps gang or something like this, TWS DevOps. So if my name is TWS DevOps and my project name is, let's say, demo CICD, okay, I have to create a CICD pipeline for you guys. So demo CICD. Now, if you see the URL, what is created, it's same as your GitLab URL. Just that the difference is, this is your platform. Instead of username, you have your group. Okay, you have your group. And inside that group, you have project. Now you can set visibility for this group. You can make this group private so that all of the projects inside it has private visibility. You can make this group public and you can share it with everyone. So it works that way. Let's say I have this project, I have this project name, and let's create a project. You can even import a project. You can even import a project from a repository by URL, which means you just have to give your GitHub URL and your project is imported. Let's get started. Let's create a project, and within no time, I think it took only 10 minutes to create this project, and done. GitLab is better with colleagues. You can invite your friends, you can invite your colleagues, teammates on GitLab and give them a role of guest, reporter, developer, maintainer, owner. Owner obviously has the highest priority and highest access levels. Okay, guest being the lowest access levels. Okay, I don't want to invite anyone right now. So this is Learn GitLab. You can follow all these steps to configure your project, secure your deployment, and so on. But we will follow the tutorial only. Okay. Now, you should be knowing something, that you can't push or pull to your GitLab repository until and unless you have either SSH key or a personal access token. So we will go with the SSH key part. So let's do something. We will create an instance. Okay, we will create an EC2 instance, where what we will be doing, this instance we will be keeping as our GitLab instance. And on this instance, we will be coordinating with gitlab.com in order to build projects, in order to build pipelines, in order to push code and everything. So let's call it GitLab project or GitLab server. Okay, we'll get an Ubuntu machine with a free tier T2 micro. We can take a new key pair. Let's call it GitLab demo key. Okay, and just let's create the pair. Okay, we have the GitLab demo key downloaded. Great. Now what we have to do, we can expose the traffic if you want. And with that being said, launch the instance. So again, why are we launching this instance for this tutorial? So that we have a separate environment where we can connect to our gitlab.com. We can push our code, we can clone repositories, we can set up our own GitLab runners, which you will be seeing on the day 3, which is the advanced stuff. So let's get started. So this is our instance. Let's click on it. Hopefully it should be running. Yes, it's running. Let's go and connect it. I'll just go and do SSH on my instance. This is my local server. You can see this is my item, which is a terminal. And I'll just go and do sudo SSH gitlab demo key.pem. Okay, let's go. Done. And with that being said, we are now connected to our EC2 instance. And now on this instance, I need to connect my gitlab.com. How will I do it? You can't push or pull repositories using SSH until you add an SSH key to your profile. So the public part of the SSH key needs to be added on GitLab, and the private SSH key part you have to keep on your server. So what is this? I did not understand. Okay. So think about it like this is your instance or your local machine, and this is your GitLab. Okay. Let's say this is your GitLab. Now, in order to push or pull code changes from GitLab to your local machine or to your EC2 instance or your VM or your local, any kind of machine, you need to set up SSH or a personal access token, but we will go for SSH. How would you do that? On your machine, just go with the command SSH keygen. SSH keygen, and it will create 2 keys. One will be private and one will be public. The private key you have to put in your EC2 instance. The public key you have to put it to your GitLab. So let's do that. So SSH key gen is the command that I'll put. Enter. I don't want to give any file name, no passphrase. It's completely fine. Okay. So I'll go to my .ssh folder and I'll just see this is my private key and this is my public key. So I'll just go to my the public key, and I'll just copy this. This key needs to be put on gitlab.com. Just go to add SSH key. And once you go here, just add a new key and just paste it. And that's it. Your title has been given, your usage type, authentication, signing in, expiry date has been given for 1 year, which is great. And you just add the key. Once you add the key and you go back to your account or to your repository, you will be now able to push and pull to your code. Okay. So your account is authenticated with SSO. You can either set up a password or a personal access token, but we don't need that for now. We'll do it for SSO only. But if you want, you can set a password as well. You can create a password like test @123 or something very secure. I don't know what password you like. So I'll just create a password. sign in with Google or get whatever password you have, get your email and username, and you can directly access it. Great. So now we have our demo CICD project set up under the group TWS DevOps, some kind of random number. Okay. Now see this. This project I need to clone on my system, which is this, the black screen. Okay. So this project I need to clone. How will I do this? I'll just go to clone with SSH, because we are now set up with SSH. Just clone it, and I'll go to a folder. I'll just call it mkdir GitLab. Okay, not GitLAN. So move GitLAN to GitLab. Okay, so I've just renamed it GitLab, and I'll just git clone my SSH. Okay, yes, you can see your demo CICD project is now cloned on your local. Okay, let's say I want to add a few files. You can directly add something like vim demo.txt. Okay, and then this is a demo file, whatever you wish. Okay, git add, then git commit, added a demo file. Okay, so you have committed on your repository, and all you have to do is just push your changes. So git push origin main to your main branch. You can directly push, and it's done. So you can go to your GitLab and just get a refresh, and you will see that demo.txt is now added to your repository. So this way you can set up GitLab and your personal computer or any EC2 instance for your project. Now let's go even deeper, and let's see how you can create multiple groups and multiple projects. So you can take this free trial of GitLab as well, GitLab Ultimate, which gives you hell lot of tools and stuff, but I don't want that. Okay, so you can create a new group. You can go to group, and this group we will keep a public group. Okay, so let's go on a new group and just click on create group. Now let's call it TWS notes. Okay, let's call it TWS notes. TWS notes 2 is something which is available. Okay, that's great. Now this I want to keep public. Okay, I want to keep this group as public group, and just me or maybe my company or team will be used. What will be the use? I want to explore GitLab CI. That's why you all came for. Okay, create a group. That's it. And this way you can create multiple groups. Okay, and you can create subgroups. You can create new project. Let's say I'll create a new project, but this time this project I want to import from GitHub. So what I'll do, I'll just click on import project. Now I'll take any project, let's say 90 days of DevOps. So this is a great project. You can see 4.7 thousand folks, which means it's a really good project. Now what I'll do this, I'll just click on, or I'll just get this URL, and I'll click on repository by URL. Okay, and it says that your project should end with .git. So I'll go here, I'll go to HTTPS, and I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. You can see the project is now ending with .git. Okay, now no username and password needs to be given because it's a public repository. Okay, this is your project name, this is your slug, this is your group, and I'll keep it public. Create project. Now if your project is a big project, it will take a lot of time to import. But if it's a small project, it will do within seconds. For example, this was a small project. It took hardly some seconds, and your project and all the contributors, everything is now imported to GitLab. So I hope in this video you got a good hold of what is GitLab, how to use GitLab, how to create projects, create groups, how to set up your own server where you can link with GitLab using SSH. So in the next video, we will be talking about some advanced cool features of GitLab. For example, how to create pipelines in GitLab, how to create secrets, artifacts in GitLab. I hope you are enjoying the session. So you must be seeing the videos are already scheduled. So I know it's a lot to ask, but if you like on this video and if you comment GitLab, I will be providing you free notes for this session and for the upcoming session. So do like on this video. Let's target of a minimum 500 likes on this video, and I'm pretty sure you'll do that. So thanks a lot for watching till here. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed the session, and I will see you all in the next video.